welcome again to the Gophers Burrows, and this is the current war, the last war, in Konkhmer. Sorry pronunciation, I had to get that one wrong. So we'll look at a few things. This is a very good war for us, a lot of 3 stars, so let's look at the first 3 star, and this one just going back is a Town Hall 10 dropping down, but let's see, show all members of the clan, and this one, Harry's having an attack back end hogs, using kind of a go-wee at the beginning. First of all, opening up the base using Earthquake. Now we're sticking in golems to tank, and following up to try to use the wizards to kind of cut. Wall breakers going in. Everything is attacking the golems. At this point, it's always the witches and the heroes come in. They're going to be unattacked as they go in towards the centre of the base. Waiting now to see what's in the clan castle. See if there's anything else that's going to cause us any hassle as we move towards the centre of the base, taking out kind of double bombs and everything else as we go through. And the Hound, realistically, with that amount of wizards and witches and everything else, is not going to be too much of a problem. King's ability just popped just to get a little bit further through. There goes the Hound, and most of the pups then are going to be taken care of quite quickly. Town Hall should be going down very shortly, and now back end hogs. Got 4 heal spells, as you would have at this sort of level at Town Hall 10, so plenty of heals to keep these hogs going through the base. Slight unfair advantage being Town Hall 10, I think, when you get this amount of heal spells, because of the whole of the Town Hall 9 base, but hey, you know, that's always the nature of the game. Sometimes you still have to kind of do the business. And in this case, Harry's doing the business. We're cutting down of all the kind of troops, and we're down to the last couple of defences. There we go, and last 2 to go. Even though there are not many hogs left, still lots of everything else left to go through. That's the last wizard tower going to go down very shortly, and this is now the end of this attack. Just a matter of whether the clean-up troops can get those go through. So we're going to speed through, as it's kind of quite boring, this bit. Two defences left to go. There we go, that's one finished. Right, on to the next one. Let's see what else we can find around here. We're going down, and Cleetus always says he can't do anything properly, but we all know that's not quite true. So this one is quite an open spread base, so we're going to look at kind of a nice clear, and basically use the ability of witches to spawn, and everything's going to, as they spawn, then that's going to cause absolute havoc for the rest of this base. So again, the Hound in the CC, but now we've managed to break into the base. We're using golems and starting to put some of the witches down, and as they're starting to spawn huge amounts of skeletons. Really the only problem with this sort of attack is to concern yourself really where the giant bombs are, because giant bombs will decimate the amount of skeletons you produced. So if you can start not having problems with giant bombs, then this sort of kind of attack strategy can be very, very successful. The heals are just going in just to ensure that the troops are healed up, and we should now start seeing the base be earthquaked open. All the heroes are coming in as well. Now, having created a nice big funnel towards the centre, and big beefy king and queen more moving in. Under rage, that's going to cause a lot of decimation to the base. Goes to Town Hall. Most of the now core sorted out. None of the biggest issue is getting out of the core, but with really only a few walls to get through, and this amount of troops still left. And realistic, still got the Queen's ability as well. Key thing is there is only the 2 mortars causing splash defense, along with the wizard tower. So not that many defences left, and a lot of those defences can be attacked from just inside the wall. So you can see at the bottom end the king taking out the cannon, but huge amounts of witches and skeletons being spawned. So it's going to take ages for all those things, except because things like wizards have to take them out. But having the king and the skeletons, realistically there isn't much left of this base that's going to sustain. So last few defences going down. A nice 3-star by Cleetus. Further down and a couple of others. This is one I want to have a quick look for. The reason is this is Brandi's first attempt at a loon attack. So although air defences are very, very low, they're still using level 1 hounds. So it's got a slight evenness, but obviously if you're going to keep the X-bows on ground, that's going to give an advantage to any sort of air attack, as this one is. So first of all, going to try and take out the queen. Still a very low level queen. Starting with golems tanking through. In this case, we've got a dragon and loons in the clan castle. So it's now going up to read up to the queen. A little bit of poison to try and deal with that issue. King with his low level walls beating his way through, and we'll deal with the queen. The queen just about to go down. Clan castle's being dealt with, and now it's hound time. And basically 2 hounds for each defence. Things like, particularly things like cannons and everything else, not really going to be affected. So loons coming in the bottom end, and as the hounds split, of course, then basically what's going to happen is they're going to create the pups. You're going to use rage to get the balloons to make some more damage and to get them through the base. Now we've taken out 2 of the ADs. We have 1 AD left, and it's only the lowest level 1, and still got the hound left. Realistically, just the 2 archer towers is going to cause any havoc, and then it becomes clean-up time. And if you know, it's a race against the clock. Loons aren't particularly quick to move around. On the other hand, they do cause a lot of damage, so really it's dependent slightly on the pups, especially over kind of high level storage left on the base. But they'll transfer through quick, so we'll just speed through. Still got 30 seconds to go, but realistically it's going to be all down to those pups at the end. We actually have 1 useless spell left over we didn't actually need to use. Well done, Brandi, and well done, clan.